Hello and a very warm welcome. Lewis on pole for the Saudi Grand Prix as Max absolutely chokes it. He was on the pole lap. It was a champion's lap. 2 tenths up. He's locked the tyre. He's got greedy on the power. He's hit the wall. He's absolutely choked it, Max. Is that the first sign of nerves by the Dutchman? He had the pole lap and he bottled it. He choked it. That's the first time I've seen Max make a big mistake like that. He choked that. He absolutely bottled it. He was on the pole lap, 2 tenths up. Didn't even need anything spectacular into the last. And he's choked it. All you can say is Max has bottled that. He's bottled that big time. And has he damaged a gearbox or something? Hit the wall. Could be a 5-place penalty if he's got to change components. 10 places. Big moment in the season. Wow. Honestly, that was a champion's lap by Max, but he has absolutely choked that in the last corner. That's the only word you can use. Going into the session, it was action-packed. Lewis was under investigation for double yellows. Now, before the Max fans come out, it's not the same incident. Max got a penalty for double yellows at Qatar. Lewis has got away with it. But it was only out for a second, so yeah. But the one Lewis should have had a penalty for was the Nikita Mazepin one. As a Lewis fan, I believe he should have had a penalty for that, because that could have been one of the biggest accidents we've ever seen. But yeah, the double yellow one, Hamilton got away with it. Red Bull will definitely appeal that. 100%, they will appeal it. Because their argument is Max got a penalty for. Is my mic? Oh, my mic stopped working then. I'm excited. I hope this is working. I just react straight away. I'm excited. I can see my mic, and I can see when it's going up when I speak. It stopped for a moment. So we get into Q1. Bottas has issues, lost drive, but managed to get back to the pits. Aston Martin's both knocked out, poor. And will Pierre Gasly get a penalty for blocking Sainz? I'm not so sure, as they both got through. And then into Q2, and the big shock as Carlos Sainz gets knocked out. He had 2 issues in the same corner with the rear end. Tapped the wall, then he went for it again, Carlos Sainz out. And Giovinazzi, a man going to Formula E, got through. And he's really has hammered Kimi Räikkönen in quali. Q3, and just outstanding this track, I've got to say. Watching the cars on the limit go round Saudi, under the lights, the overhead shot, spectacular. And then Max, wow. I can't believe it. I was so excited. Lewis had pole. I'm buzzing. I'm celebrating like a madman. Running round my room. I'm absolutely sweating my arse off. And then I'm looking at Max. Purple sector 1. Purple sector 2. He's got pole position. Just caress it into the corner. Nice exit for the Dutchman. And it's a champion's lap. And maybe a key lap in the season. And he's choked it. He's bottled it. Max bottles pole position. He bottled it, completely bottled it. And if he's got to take a penalty for components, like a damaged gearbox, he is really in the shit. But he's been pretty epic at starts, although it's not a massive run down to turn 1. And hopefully Mercedes will be on. Bottas, cover Max this time. Don't bloody leave him a free bloody pass through like at Mexico. P1 Lewis Hamilton, a must-win Grand Prix. Got away with them penalties. Red Bull will appeal it, but he's on pole for the Saudi Grand Prix. P2 Valtteri Bottas has to play the team game tomorrow. Block off Max. Do your job. P3 Max should have had pole, and he choked it. That could be a huge turning point in the championship, especially if he has to take a penalty. I hope he doesn't, but yeah. It was like Max knew he locked up. He tried to get back on the power. As soon as he locked it up, he was. Yeah, that's a big, big choke by Max. A big choke. P4, and yeah, my quali star, Charles Leclerc. That is fantastic. A great fight back after what happened to him in FP2. P5, Gasly being so strong all week. P6, Lando Norris. Good, solid effort. 7th, Yuki Tsunoda. That's good to see him so high up. I've made a balls up. Leclerc's not 4th, is he? Must be Perez 4th. I've wrote Leclerc. This is how excited I've got. I've wrote Leclerc down twice. It must be Perez 4th, Gasly 5th, 6th Norris, 7th Yuki, 8th Charles Leclerc, 9th Ocon, 10th Giovinazzi, 11th Daniel Ricciardo, 12th Kimi Raikkonen, 13th Fernando Alonso, 14th George Russell, 15th for horror quali for Carlos Sainz, 16th Latifi. Then come the Astons, who have had no pace. Vettel, Stroll, Mick and Nikita. Wow, what a quali session. It was Max's. It was a champion's lap. And the last corner, he absolutely bottled that. Wow. That could be an instrumental moment in this championship. I'm praying for a Lewis win. But you don't know what's going to happen. Like, the stewards love the attention, so is Max going to have to take a penalty for a damaged gearbox? Is Red Bull going to appeal and then Lewis gets a penalty? I'm buzzing. I can't wait for the race tomorrow. It's must win for Lewis Hamilton. Fastest lap, a race win. Max will finish second, guaranteed. And we go to Abu Dhabi, level on points. Big moment in a champion. Hamilton on pole for the Saudi Grand Prix as Max absolutely chokes pole position.